Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a classic Filipino comfort food that's perfect for any day of the week. We're going to cook my special version of Nilagang Baboy, or what I like to call Nilagang Baboy a la Koy. This is a simple, hearty, and incredibly flavorful boiled pork soup that will warm your soul. It's one of those dishes that just feels like a warm hug in a bowl. So, if you're ready to make something truly delicious and comforting, grab your aprons and let's get started. First things first, let's go over our ingredients. For this recipe, you'll need half a kilo of pork. I'm using pork belly, or what we call sam-sam in the Philippines, because that fat content adds so much flavor to the broth. Make sure you cut it into nice bite-sized cubes. Next, we need 1 large onion. We're going to cut this in half and then slice it both horizontally and vertically to get a rough chop. We'll do the same for 3 large ripe tomatoes, cut them in half and then give them a good chop. These two are the foundation of our broth's flavor. For our vegetables, we have 5 pieces of saba bananas. These are a type of plantain that adds a wonderful, subtle sweetness to the soup, which balances out the savory pork. We'll cut each banana into 4 pieces. Just slice it in half horizontally and then slice each half again. We also need about 1/4 kilo of peche, also known as bok choy. We'll simply cut these in half lengthwise. They cook really fast, so we'll add them in at the very end to keep them nice and crisp. To boost the flavor, we have 2 pork cubes. And of course, the secret weapon in any Filipino kitchen, fish sauce or potis, which we'll use to taste. Lastly, have some salt ready and some extra water just in case our broth reduces too much. Now that we have all our ingredients prepped and ready, it's time to start cooking. The process is super straightforward, which is why I love making this dish. Grab a large pot and fill it with 1 liter of water. Turn the heat on high and bring the water to a rolling boil. It's really important to start with boiling water to get that clean, clear broth we're looking for. Once your water is bubbling away, it's time to add our aromatics. Go ahead and drop in your chopped onions and tomatoes. Let these boil for about 5 minutes. This step is crucial because it allows the onion and tomato to soften and release all their sweet and savory flavors, creating a beautiful aromatic base for our soup. You'll start to smell that amazing fragrance filling your kitchen. After those 5 minutes are up and your kitchen smells incredible, it's time for the star of the show, the pork. Carefully add your pork cubes into the boiling water. Be gentle to avoid any splashing. Give it a quick stir, then put the lid on the pot, but leave it slightly ajar to let some steam escape. Now, we're going to lower the heat to a medium-low and let it simmer. We want to cook the pork for about 35 to 40 minutes, or until it's nice and tender. This is the part that requires a little patience, but trust me, it's worth it. Letting the pork simmer slowly is the key to making it fall apart tender and allowing it to absorb all the flavors from the broth, while also rendering its own delicious fat. All right, our pork has been simmering beautifully and should be getting really tender by now. You can test it by piercing a piece with a fork. If it goes in easily, you're on the right track. Now it's time to add our sweet Saba bananas. Gently place the banana pieces into the pot. These don't take very long to cook, but we want them to absorb some of that savory broth and also release their subtle sweetness into the soup. Let the bananas cook for about 15 minutes. They should become soft, but not mushy. This combination of the savory pork and the sweet banana is what makes this nilaga so special and so different. It creates a really unique and balanced flavor profile that's just so satisfying. We are in the final stretch. After the bananas have cooked for 15 minutes, our soup is almost ready. Now it's time to add our final ingredients. Let's add the 2 pork cubes. Just crumble them into the pot. This will give our broth an extra savory, porky punch. Stir it gently until the cubes dissolve completely. Now, let's season it. I like to start with a good splash of fish sauce. Add about a tablespoon or 2, stir, and then taste. Adjust the seasoning according to your preference. You can add more fish sauce or a little bit of salt until you get that perfect flavor. At this point, check your broth level. If it has reduced too much, feel free to add a bit more hot water. We want a generous amount of that delicious soup. Once you're happy with the seasoning, it's time for our greens. Take your halved peche and add them to the pot. Press them down gently so they're submerged in the hot broth. The peche will cook very quickly in just about 1 or 2 minutes. We just want to wilt them. They should still have a slight crunch and a vibrant green color. Overcooking them will make them mushy, and we definitely don't want that. So, as soon as they're wilted, turn off the heat. And there you have it. Our Nilagang Baboy a la koi is done. The aroma is just absolutely divine, with the rich pork, sweet tomatoes, and fresh greens all coming together. Now, for the best part, serving it up, ladle a generous amount of the soup, pork, bananas, and vegetables into a deep bowl. This dish is best served piping hot, straight from the pot. The perfect companion for this hearty soup is a bowl of steaming hot rice. I also love to have a small side dish of fish sauce with some crushed chili for dipping the pork in. That little kick of spice and saltiness just takes it to another level. And if you really want the full experience, pair it with a nice cold drink on the side. The combination of the hot, savory soup and a cold beverage is just pure bliss. This is comfort food at its finest, a complete meal in one bowl that's sure to satisfy everyone at the table. Wow, just look at that. Happy eating, everyone. This is what I call a mokokoi meal, simple, satisfying, and knockout delicious. I really hope you give this recipe a try. It's so easy to make, and the result is a truly comforting and flavorful dish that your whole family will love. It's perfect for a rainy day, a busy weeknight, or any time you're craving something warm and hearty. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more easy and delicious Filipino recipes, please give this video a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.